the video here shows the front of our Pro Mega plate reader. Let's turn this thing on. The on button is somewhere in the back. It's usually a little hard for me to find, but I found it right away this time. You just got to kind of reach back there and feel around until you find the on button. So it's going to start up. Should focus. There we go. Okay, so this machine is run entirely by this interface. So we need to understand how to use the touchscreen interface. It's thinking a little bit, deciding if it wants to wake up. Okay, so now we've got the GloMax all awake. So we want to set up a new experiment for this. Okay, so this interface starts with a choice. We can make a new protocol. Okay, we can select a protocol that we had before, or we can do some different kind of control things. Let's go ahead and make a new protocol. So I'm going to click on New Protocol, and it's going to walk me through what kind of measurement I want to do, what all the options are. Okay. So the following screens will guide you, and we want to hit Next. Okay, it's going to ask us what kind of measurement we want. So let's go ahead and choose absorbance. Suppose we wanted to measure absorbance. And we'll hit Next. And it's going to say, do we want to read our plate once, or do we want to read it over and over again? Let's do it once. Okay. So it's on once now. We can just hit Next. Single wavelength or dual wavelengths. I've never done dual wavelengths. Sounds kind of fun. Let's try dual wavelengths. Okay. Then we get to choose our wavelengths. So wavelength 1, we have our choices 450, 560, 600, or 700. Let's do 560. And wavelength 2, let's do 750. Okay. The A and B on here are 260 and 280. One of them is each. I don't know which one. Select the plate format. It's 96 wells plate that we have. So we hit Next. Okay, and now it comes to a question about the plate adapter. And it says, please verify that the arrow on the green 96 well plate adapter is facing in the proper direction. So this is going to be super dramatic. You guys are going to like this. We hit the button that says open door. So we're going to hit the button that says open door. And when we hit open door, nothing happens. There we go. So now it's gonna open the mouth of the machine. All right? Now, when the machine is off, you can open that mouth yourself. Once you turn the machine on, it wants to control its own mouth. Okay? So it's asking us to verify that the 96 well plate is in. It always is. So unless you come in and do something with another well plate format, the stuff for 96 wells will always be. Hand me the plate. Yep. And so the plate goes in here. You want to match. There's a there's an indicator on the machine where spot A1 is. You can't quite see it on the camera, but if you could imagine where my pen is pointing, it says A1 right there, and you want to match well A1. So that's so it goes right in like that. Okay, and then you hit close door. So you open it and you close it using the buttons. And it takes the plate away. The last step in setting up our measurement is to tell the machine what wells are of interest to us. Okay, if we don't do this, it's going to try to take a measurement on all 96 wells. That's not a problem unless we're only using like 30 of them. And then it's going to just take extra time. Okay? So this screen allows you to select and deselect different. So suppose we wanted only rows A and B, then we could click off rows C through H. Okay? And if we only wanted some of those cells, we could actually just kind of click off some of the cells. Right? So you can kind of pick out which wells are of interest to you and which wells aren't. So then we hit next. Once we're done with that, we have a chance to save it. Okay. You probably should give it a name, and we'll try this one to be Instra. Insta. How about that? Insta. Just call it that. And finish. Once we get to this screen is where we can still modify the technique, but we can also just run the experiment. So if we wanted to do a measurement, then we'll go ahead and hit start, and it's going to give us a result file prefix. We don't need that. We'll change that so we don't mess with other people's data. So now it's collecting data. If we wanted to show the full plate, we can click on full and it'll show us the data for everything. So it's going well by well and measuring the absorbance at 2 different wavelengths. It's just doop, 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 that fast. So once your measurement is done, then you can save it to a USB drive. And so the icon that looks like a USB drive with an arrow, that sends your data to the USB drive. And so it says copy results, USB flash drive, and we're going to hit OK, and there it goes. Right? So it automatically saves it in a format that can be open with Excel. Okay.
That's my kind of export. Right,
it's easier than some of the other exporting things. So then we hit OK. And this machine is actually even designed to have the USB port just put in and pulled out. So you don't even have to go through the safely eject stuff. So you can just pull it out. At least as far as I know. Just yank it out. that's basically it. There's all kinds of other things that you can do with this. Um, sort of the advanced stuff. You can, for instance, you can set up um, what wells on your plate, refer standards, and which ones are samples, and all of that. We can go through that if you need to. But that's it for now.